Have you ever opened your phone for just 2 minutes? Then somehow it's dark outside. You've watched a guy build a swimming pool with a spoon, learned 7 random facts about penguins, and now you're emotionally invested in a raccoon stealing cat food. Meanwhile, your textbook has been sitting on your desk like, so are we doing this or not? Here's the weird part. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you have a short attention span. And it's definitely not because social media has permanently destroyed your brain. The real problem is much simpler. Your brain thinks scrolling is a better game than studying. But here's the good news. Games can be changed. Today, I'm going to show you how to make studying so enjoyable that your brain starts choosing it over endless scrolling. Not through motivation, not through discipline, but by using psychology against itself. Let's begin. Your brain doesn't hate studying, it hates bad rewards. Imagine 2 buttons. Button number 1 gives you a tiny surprise every few seconds. A funny meme, a cool video, a shocking fact, a cute dog, a terrible cooking hack. You never know what's coming next. Now imagine button number 2. Open textbook. Read page 47. Nothing exciting happens for another 30 minutes. Which button do you think your brain chooses? Exactly. Social media wins because it's built on something psychologists call variable rewards. You never know when you'll find something amazing. That uncertainty keeps your brain pulling the lever again, and again, and again. Studying usually does the exact opposite. The reward comes after hours or days, sometimes after the final exam. To your brain, that's like telling a 5-year-old, you can have one cookie next Tuesday. Good luck with that. So instead of trying to fight your brain, let's redesign the game. Rule number 1, turn every study session into a challenge. Think about your favorite game. Does it say, please complete chapter 6? Of course not. It gives you missions, objectives, levels, progress bars. Your brain loves finishing things. So stop saying, I'm going to study biology. Instead say, I'm going to answer 15 questions before this playlist ends. Or, I'm going to understand photosynthesis well enough to explain it to my little cousin. Specific challenges create momentum, and momentum feels good. The smaller the mission, the easier it is to start. Rule number 2, chase curiosity, not completion. Most people study like robots. Page 1, page 2, page 3. No wonder it feels boring. Instead, start every chapter with one question. For example, instead of reading about memory, ask, why do I remember embarrassing moments from 5 years ago but forget where I left my keys? Now your brain has something to hunt. Curiosity transforms reading into searching, and searching is surprisingly addictive. Scientists call this the information gap. When your brain notices something it doesn't know, it naturally wants to close the gap. Use that. Don't read to finish. Read to solve a mystery. Rule number 3, give yourself instant rewards. Your brain isn't against hard work. It just wants proof that hard work is worth it. So don't wait until exam day to celebrate. Finish the study sprint? Stretch. Listen to one favorite song. Eat a piece of chocolate. Walk outside for 5 minutes. Mark a big green check on your tracker. Tiny rewards tell your brain, hey, this activity leads to good things. Eventually, studying itself starts feeling rewarding, not because the textbook changed, because your brain did. Rule number 4, make studying slightly different every day. Imagine eating your favorite meal 3 times a day, every day, for 6 months. Eventually, even pizza would become homework. The same thing happens with studying. Same desk, same chair, same notebook, same silence. Your brain falls asleep before you even begin. So introduce novelty. Study with colored pens. Change locations. Teach your wall. Use sticky notes. Draw ridiculous stick figures. Explain concepts while walking. Record yourself like you're hosting a documentary. Novelty wakes up attention. Attention improves learning. Simple. Rule number 5, become the teacher. Here's a challenge. Can you explain today's lesson in 60 seconds without looking at your notes? If yes, congratulations, you actually understand it. If not, you just discovered exactly what needs work. This is one of the fastest learning techniques ever studied. When you teach, your brain organizes information instead of simply recognizing it. Recognition feels like learning. Explanation proves learning. There's a huge difference. Pretend you're making a YouTube video. Teach your imaginary audience. Bonus points if you accidentally become famous. Rule number 6, romanticize the process. No, I'm not telling you to buy a $300 aesthetic lamp. Your brain responds to atmosphere. Light matters. Music matters. Comfort matters. Clean desks matter. Humans naturally associate places with behaviors. If your study space reminds you of stress, you'll feel stressed before opening your notebook. Instead, create a place your brain wants to visit. A glass of water, good lighting, minimal distractions, a notebook you actually enjoy writing in. You don't need a Pinterest setup. You just need a space that says, something productive happens here. Rule number 7, stop before you're tired. This sounds backwards. Most people study until they're exhausted. Then they stop. The problem? Your brain remembers the ending. If every session ends with frustration, tomorrow's session feels harder before it even begins. Instead, and while you still have a little energy left, leave one interesting problem unfinished. Your brain keeps thinking about unfinished tasks. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. It's one reason cliffhangers work so well. Become your own Netflix series. Leave tomorrow's version of you wanting the next episode. Here's the secret nobody talks about. People think disciplined students enjoy studying because they're naturally motivated. Usually, it's the opposite. They enjoy studying because they've built systems that make it enjoyable. Fun isn't something you discover, it's something you design. The students who seem obsessed with learning rarely rely on motivation. They reduce friction. They create challenges. They reward progress. They stay curious. And eventually, their brains stop seeing studying as punishment. Your challenge. Don't try all 7 ideas tomorrow. Choose one. Just one. Turn tomorrow's study session into a game. Set one mission. Reward yourself afterward. Teach one concept out loud. That's enough. Remember, you don't need to become someone who has perfect discipline. You just need to become someone whose brain thinks studying is more interesting than scrolling. And once that happens, picking up your textbook starts feeling surprisingly easy. Not because studying became easier, because your brain finally switched teams. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Simple Actually for more science-backed ways to study smarter, focus better, and make learning feel a whole lot easier. I'll see you in the next one.